but I have to.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are having some technical issues this evening. As you can see, Michelle is not with us at the moment. She is working on this. So I would love to welcome you to the show. I'm Tanys Coughlan from Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And I am a Reiki master, a Celtic Shamanic high priestess, a galactic ambassador, and a channel. And I am thrilled to have our beautiful guest tonight. Tamare, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Thank you, Tanys. Yes, I'm very happy to be here. My name is Tamare Whitewolf. I own and operate Earth and Sky Connection. We have 2 stores, one in Ontario and one in the Nanaimo area in BC. I am a psychic. I'm a shaman spiritualist. I'm an ordained minister. I'm a herbalist. What else am I? Oh, geez, there's so many things.
You're all sorts of fun stuff.
I am, and I love reading tarot and medicine cards and the sacred path cards. So tonight I plan on offering a little tiny bit of a different psychic review. I will use the traditional tarot as well. Oh, look at that card. I think that's our card for the night for the broadcast.
I think that's about right. I think maybe it's been for today. You know, you and I were talking. You and I were talking as we were waiting for the show to start, and we were talking about how today and yesterday were like overwhelming days for us. Like the energy was like quite out there today and yesterday.
It's like Mercury retrograde is getting its last hurrah on us.
Yes. Yes.
As it goes direct, and you know, the last week of Mercury retrograde always seems to be the most difficult. For me, I don't know about anybody else, but it is for me. First week, and like the week that it comes in, but just before it comes in, and the week that it leaves, that week right after. Very difficult time for me and probably many others.
Mm-hmm. And I had a tough time with the moon this month, with the full moon. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those days were like, exhausting. I don't know. I do often feel the full moon more than the new moon, but this weekend was strong for sure. So we've had lots of energetic fluctuations for sure this week.
I would say, I think the moon was in Aries, and that's going to make a very feisty moon, and people will be very feisty and very irritated, easily irritated.
Yeah.
Easily pushy kind of vibes. And so I think with you and I, we just said, you know what, we're out.
Yeah.
We're out.
We're not doing this today. We're just going to not do this today.
No, and so I was glad to, and like I said yesterday, I haven't done it in a long time where I've been unable to do my tarot classes. And it's like 20 years, I've never canceled. So yeah. I'm glad to say I feel better today. I did have a massage, so excellent. I'm in perfect order. Let's get busy.
Awesome. Sounds good. And so I want to say welcome to Jacqueline Richards. She's one of our teachers at the Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And welcome to Zhao and Rachel. Hello. And Astrological Tarot is saying, so Michelle is on, saying the moon was in Gandanta, a spiritual knot, much like a laptop right now. Yes. So she's having trouble with the laptop, which isn't a spiritual knot, apparently.
Well, we got her back.
That's right. We're gonna go forward.
Yeah.
And we have Seeking Serenity. Okay. Looking forward to learning of your individual styles of getting your information and how difficult it can be to get on the correct trail to find answers for people. Yeah, we do definitely. We have different styles, I would say. Although I think Tamara and I are like similar lineages in some ways. So we're both like witches, so we kind of go at things in that way, nature-based and all. For me, it's a combination of, the clairs. I've got some clairaudience and definitely clairsentience, clairvoyance as well. And so being a medium, that comes in handy, it helps with that, so I can see what's happening. And, the cards help. They just support, these give us pictures and ideas, and they give us sort of a kickstart point on how we do stuff. At least this is how I do it. I kind of look at it, I'm like, caution is warranted. All right. So yes, that was about this, and this. And then the guides talk to me, and I just basically channel what they say to me, and you guys get whatever comes. So that's kind of how it works for me. How about you, Tamara? How does it work for you?
Well, I'm a master tarot reader, and I am a shamanic spiritualist as far as reading about the animals, animism, and any type of shamanism. That's pretty much my focus. So this is why I was saying tonight, I'll give you indeed some tarot. As I said, I'm a master tarot, so I'll do that. And I do think spirit comes through everything I do. And then I'll use the medicine cards. I've got to get figured out how to do that. There we go. I'll use the medicine cards, and I'll use the sacred path cards. And this is the more shamanic way of reading. And I'm noticing a lot of people really enjoying to know more about animism. So I'm going to focus a little bit on that. And then I guess you'll be using some of the oracle cards. I know you were using a really nice deck a couple of weeks back when I was working with you folks. Can't hear you.
I use the Gateway Oracle, which is Denise Lynn, and then some angel cards, Doreen Virtue, and then I have a whole bunch here that I just pull on depending on what comes up. And Michelle has sent us a wonderful reminder to say, welcome all. Please ask your questions in the chat, and we'll get to you in the order that they're received. If you want to get to the front of the line, you can tip up here. And we'll get to you first and give you a longer reading. Okay, so just as a little reminder. So if we look back here, let's see. First one is Jiao, but shall we do an overall first? Maybe we should do an overall reading first.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, so let's do that first. So would you like me to go first, or would you like to go, Tamara?
Please, Tanys, go ahead.
Okay. So for this week, take excellent care of yourself. This will give yourself a relaxing treat, like a massage, sea salt bath, or a pedicure. Well, there you go, Tamara. You're on the right track. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intention. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So I was saying I had a 2-hour nap today, so this is what I did. And as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Okay, so look deeper. There's lots of those hidden gems underneath. Accepting what is. Embrace your inner majesty. Okay. Because caution is warranted. So when I get these cards here together, this is really about something coming forward that's like, there's something under the surface that it's not necessarily what you would expect. So I wouldn't say that it's bad, but there's something else that you need to do some more research. So there's some hidden gems that are coming, but you have to look in and find those gems. It's like you don't have a complete puzzle to something. So there's some work to do in finding the puzzle pieces that actually fit in. Okay. And that's a work in accepting what is, accepting that you don't have all the pieces right now. And that's okay. Right. And with these ones, that is like saying you don't have all the pieces. So chill and relax until you do get all the pieces. Right. Because they will come when they're meant to be here. Right. Divine timing and everything. Because when they come, you will be emerging into grace. Sleeping. That was me this afternoon. And then embracing the future. So you see we have a door here. Door of opportunity is opening. And so you'll be walking through that door and expect miracles. Okay, so this is just a reminder. It's okay to not rush forward into things. We do sometimes have to. We were talking about this earlier too, Tamara. Sometimes we do have to actually like stop and smell the roses and do the self-care and get our ducks in a row, so to speak, before we go forward. And I think this week is going to be kind of like that. It's like, make sure you're taking care of yourself. We've got a lot of seasonal change here, so people are having some sniffles and all that stuff coming up for them. So just take lots of care for self this week. That's what I think we've got going on this week. How about you, Tamara?
Thank you. Yes, this is Libra season. And in Libra season, it is probably one of the most profound parts of the year, because in the Witch's Way, it is the end of the year, October 30th, 31st. So November 1st becomes a witch's new year. So we feel all the death of the energy, and not so much in a bad way, the death of the trees and the herbs and all of those things. So you yourself will also be aligning with the universe. You'll be tucking away things that you're done with. You'll be shedding things you no longer need. You'll be thinking about how to build your money sources. And that's what this card's about. Whoops, I've got it backwards. There we go. There. This card here is all about stabilizing the energy and stabilizing your money and getting all of the last bits of the harvest in and putting everything together. So this is a good time for you to review the year that we just had and what it is you want to do in the coming year. So it's going to take some effort and some work, and this is why we have a lot of the hard work cards. As you can see here, the Seven of Pentacles speaks of hard work, and sometimes a little backbreaking energy here, and which will really tire you out. There is ascension energy going on. There's a lot of things going on at the same time. So every single one of you are going to be tuckered out, tired, needing to rest. And I say do it. After you've done the work that you have to do, take the needed rest. Just like Tanys said, plug yourself in for a massage. Go for a swim at the gym. Go for a sauna. Do some yoga. Take some time to self-care and love self, okay? Really important to do that. Got a couple of other interesting cards here. This is oh, wow, we've got Michelle back. Hello, can you hear us, honey? Yay, you fixed it. All right, so we have, this is the Sacred Path cards by Jamie Sams. And this card here, the Stone People, speaks of there might be some secrets in line. There may be some things that are not fully revealed to you. This is going to come into your focus, though. You're going to figure it out. You're going to realize that there's something more to be learned, or something more. You're going to figure out that there's people who aren't telling you the whole story and nothing but the truth. And it might be a woman. I got a couple of interesting cards here that do indicate it could be a woman. It could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. Definitely. And I'm not saying that it's not a bad thing. What it is maybe this person sees it as a privacy issue, but it will not be something you like regardless, okay? This here is the possum. I see we have a troll somewhere. This is kind of a troll.
Mm-hmm.
Possum is a sneaky little dude. He finds himself in the tree, upside down. So here's the point. If something isn't working for you going in the direction that you've normally go in, try going the opposite way. Try doing things a little backwards. It might be a really good thing to do. So when in doubt, sit it out. If going in the right direction or the direction you're used to isn't working, literally try it the other way. If you're not sleeping right, change your head. Put your head at the other end of the bed, and so on. And if you think someone's being sneaky or not telling you the whole truth, I say you're right. And what do you do about that? You speak about it. You talk about it. Follow your instincts. You know what's going on. That's
awesome.
Libra season. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Michelle, would you like to do your little intro now that you're able to be with us? And welcome.
Hi, my name is Michelle Marie. I am a both tarot reader and oracle card reader, as well as a Vedic and Western astrologer. You can find me at astrologicaltarot.com. And I'm having computer issues today, guys, and my car broke down and a bunch of other stuff is happening. So I'm just like, okay, Saturn. He's headed toward my moon in Aquarius. And so I've been ready for this, but it's been interesting and it's going to happen for the next year. Isn't that great? Okay. So let's talk about some Vedic transits.
Yes.
Michelle, let me add this to you, please. Relax a little tiny bit. It's really it's the tail end of Mercury retrograde. Yeah. So you're probably getting hit a little harder than you will in a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the retrograde canceled on the 2nd of October. So we're about over 10 days past it. But
it's still, I still find that weak.
But yes, but Venus is in debilitation, and that is my Lagna Lord. So I think that might be part of it too, and a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, so I'll just go into some Vedic transits, and then let's get to questions, because Juan and Rachel did tip. So we definitely want to get to their questions. So Mars is going to enter Gemini on November 13th, and then he's going to retrograde back into Taurus. Again, this is the Vedic calculation. Mars in Gemini is a double-edged sword, just to let you guys know. This position can supply you with a lot of mental strength, but it can also lead to challenges. Mars is the planet that rules your actions. It rules, it tends to vacillate in Gemini, if that makes sense. So he's not sure which direction to head in, which can cause confusion and at worst destruction, because he's just running around. So this placement can provide courage during change. However, motivation, exploitation, and fear can dominate your actions if you don't keep them disciplined. Be careful not to lose focus during this time, as you can waste a lot of precious time and energy trying to find answers where there aren't any to be found. So instead, spend your time trying to create a very peaceful environment for yourself and for others. And grounding yourself in a calm environment can really help you focus your objectives positively. Okay, so that's the big Mars, and it's going to be there for a while because it's going to go retrograde. Okay, so that's some energy that we're going to be dealing with into the spring. Now, October 17th, the sun is going to enter Libra. The sun is debilitated in Libra. This debilitation lasts until November 16th, and Venus-ruled Libras they're very practical when it comes to luxury, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to business. They tend to have like an eye for beauty. They enjoy lavish surroundings, clothing, and art. Their materialistic gifts make theirs and other dreams come true, just on a more earth level. Okay. But what this means for the rest of us is that we might be struggling with a little bit of perfectionism during this time. Our egos are balancing assertion and more democratic behaviors. So you don't want to get too aggressive to try to get your points across during that. And know that under this particular sign, we always do best when we help others achieve their dreams. Because if you look at Aries is right. Oh, wrong way. Here. The opposite of Aries is Libra. Okay, he's right across the pond. So Aries is all about me, myself, and I. And Libra is all about our relationships and helping others. So the sun in Libra, it's like, woohoo, let's go help some people. The sun in Aries is me. Okay, let's go conquer the world. So that's kind of the energy that we can see during this time. Ketu is going to enter Swati Nakshatra in Libra until June 26, 2023. And he's doing that on October 18th. And that is basically asking us to be very practical and diligent in our material pursuits. Swati is represented by like coral, which is part of a reef. And basically what it does is it provides a basis for others to thrive. So that's just another kind of carry on to the sun in Libra, and then Ketu in Libra. It's asking us to step outside of ourselves and our own agendas and think on a more group level. And because Ketu is more concerned about spiritual enlightenment, we're also being asked to detach more from the material aspects of life in favor of the spiritual, just learning to balance those two. Okay. And if you find that you're struggling with perfectionism during this transit, it's going to be a long one till June. Basically, there are steps that you can take to improve it, but destruction is not the way to achieve your objectives. Okay. Because this is a Libra instead of Aries. Okay. So the best example of someone with this energy in their chart right now in the news is Vladimir Putin. And he's quoted as saying, "There is no happiness in life. There's only a mirage on the horizon. So cherish that." And he's one of the most powerful, materialistically rich guys on the planet, and he's miserable. When you say you can't appreciate all the things that you have, and you possess more than most people on Earth, you've pretty much come to the stage where you realize that your material acquisitions do not lead to true ananda or bliss. So he would be best to seek happiness in more positive and less destructive ways. And so because Swati is symbolized by the sword, it's important that we use our proverbial sword very positively during this time. So during this transit, think of ways that you can stand up for others, that you can defend others, and take time to enjoy the rewards of your actions. And remember to play and enjoy the company of others, and learn not to take yourself too seriously. There's a lot of other energies coming. I'm clearly exhausted, you guys, because I like having all of these. My car, my computer, a bunch of other stuff happened. Rosie. So I'm going to start the questions, and we'll let Tanys get us started.
Okay.
And I believe Zhao was our first. Well, let's see who's our first.
There's Zhao, and Juan was the first one that tipped.
Okay, he's the first one to tip. So we'll do Juan first because he tipped, and then we'll do Rachel. Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay, and Juan said a general reading. So I pulled some stuff for you, Juan. And I got that you're breaking down some barriers right now. So you're in a bit of a transition because you're renewing your life. Okay, so breaking down these barriers, you see here, there's some new growth that's coming here, but there's all this stuff around it, like the dead branches. So you're going through this stage into the new growth. Okay, but then just like so with plants, when they're dying on some leaves, they try their hardest to keep those leaves alive when they're attached. So they send all their energy to the dead parts of the plant, trying to revive them. When really the whole overall plant would be much better if you nipped off the dead leaves, because then it has more energy to flourish and grow new leaves. And that's what's going on here. Okay. And so that's what they're encouraging you with this one, is to get rid of the clutter, right? So it may be physical clutter in terms of stuff around the house, but I have a feeling it's more like, I feel like there might be at least one friendship that is kind of uncomfortable at the moment, is what I'm feeling. And so this may be time to clear the clutter, whether it's talking to them to get rid of whatever the issue is, or whether it's time to move on, right? So it depends on the severity of the issue, of course. Talking is always a great start. Communication, I always, big one for that. Let's talk it out and see what happens. And that's going to require some courage, right? So you have the courage that's required for this. And you will jump over. See, he's jumping over a wall there. So there is this wall that you're going to be able to jump over easily. Okay. And I feel like it's related to this friend or friends. There's really this thing that you have to deal with them. But I think that it's really very, Tower card is coming to mind. So it's very like transitionary for you. So really it's going to help you to launch your journey in a new direction. Okay. So this is kind of what you want to happen. And you're right here waiting to cross that ocean. And that would be where your courage is going to come in and take you over that water to that dream state. Okay. Dream state being what your ideal is or what your goals are, right? So what are your goals in life? I encourage you to really sort of feel into your heart about what it is that you really do want. What is it that is calling to you? What's your life mission sort of thing, right? Because once you tap into that, you're just going to be flying free. Okay. And this is a dove. So it's like peace, right? Flying free, peace in your life, freedom to do what you please, or to do what you need to do what your heart feels you should do. Okay. So that's what I have for you. So don't be afraid to deal with and cut off the dead stuff or deal with the problem that you need to deal with in order to move forward, because really it's going to make a huge difference for you. Okay. Hope that's helpful.
Oh, I loved listening to you go first because I get to see the connection.
It's fun, eh?
It is. The first card I got on was Mercury. Guess what Mercury rules? Communications. It literally says communications on the card. Communicate.
Yep.
So you can get it to focus. Dang this.
You can sort of see it. Yeah.
I see it, but it says communicate. Okay. Yeah. And the second card that flew out with it was the North Node. Okay. Speak up for yourself. Communicate. The North Node is a big yes card, but it's also an obsession, fear, karmic issues card. Okay. What I got when I got Rahu and Mercury together was this person's being bullied by someone in their inner circle. And that's what Tanys, I believe, was picking up on. You need to speak up for yourself when it comes to this person, because you do have the communicative elements necessary to deal with this scenario. And this person is overstepping. Okay, they're going over a big boundary that you need to set. So I said, what can Juan do to just kind of reset the situation? I got alone time. Yeah. Specifically, they showed you by a body of water, because that's a very cleansing environment. Okay. Take out some alone time, go for a walk, just sit and watch the waves come in, or the river go, whatever you have around you. Get near some water, take some deep breaths, and then just have some time just for you. Okay. Because that's really going to help you set your mind in the right place to deal with the situation. And I said, what is the best model for Juan to follow? And I got the King of Air. This is also the King of Swords. The King of Air, it says brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out a professional advice. And it also says balance mental and emotional considerations. Now, whenever I get the King or the Queen of Air, which is also the King or the Queen of Swords, I tell people, take your emotions out of the situation. Think about it on a very analytical, communicative way. Okay. It's, if you've ever been on a farm or a ranch during a storm, they have to coop up the chickens separately. Otherwise they'll peck each other's eyes out or kill each other, because they flip out when a storm comes. Okay. Depending on the farm that you're on. This is something that a farmer told me. We have to keep the girls separate. Otherwise they go crazy. And so, I learned later that during a storm that an eagle, which is very much like this energy, rises above the storm. It spreads its wings, his or her wings. They get above the storm and they just kind of hang out until it ends, and then they land. Okay. So they don't even experience it. They rise above it. And so what Spirit is asking you to do is, flying free. There you go.
The bird rising above it.
Yes. Let me try to get this over here. Fly free, rising above it. So take on the perspective of this woman. She's even wearing a cape. How great is that?
Yep.
Yeah. Purple cape. Yeah.
Intuition.
So
royalty.
Yep. Exactly. So be like the eagle, rise above the situation, and look at it from a very top down kind of level. Like, imagine yourself and this person and all of the situation just from an analytical perspective. Okay. So this is what's going on, instead of down in the chicken poop, like pecking each other. Okay. So that's kind of the main, take your emotions out. And that's the best way to deal with it. And so I asked for a spirit guide, and I got a really interesting one. I got Hilarion. Hilarion rules from the heart, and he can bring divine healing to the situation. Okay. It says, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So remember, I got that card with alone time. So when you're in your alone time and you're just sitting and you're meditating, call upon Hilarion to come and to enter your heart and to help you deal with this in a compassionate yet diplomatic way. Okay, because no one deserves to be bullied. Your boundaries matter, and this person's overstepping. Okay, hope that was helpful. Sending you lots of love, Juan, and thank you so much for the tip. We appreciate you. And Debbie, I'll look to see if your tip came in. Okay.
And Juan says he's not sure about the friend situation. I would say that it feels like a contemporary. So it could be, a coworker, it could be a sibling, a contemporary. So somebody about the same age, if it's not like what you would consider a friend. Okay.
But yeah, regardless, you just need to start speaking up for yourself.
Yeah. Overall.
So, yeah. Okay, Tamare.
Okay. Thank Thank you. I definitely see the reason why you need to rise above it. This is the serious card. This is the serious card you got. So this tells me you've had something that has broken your heart, hurt your soul. Maybe you've been separated from someone that you cared about, and you've been going through the sadness of it. You've been, struggling through it. You got a lot of sword cards, not just a few. Sorry to say. So the delay in finding happiness, it's probably already been. You've already been going through this, but the reason I say that is I'm supposed to tell you this. You know the rise above thing that the ladies were saying. I got this card. This means, literally, it's not coming back. This energy is not coming back to you. Okay, it's gone, and because of that, you will be liberated. Whatever was going on in that relationship, unfortunately, I'm going to say that's where you were being bullied. That's where you were having difficulties. That's where you had to stick up for yourself. That's where you had to speak on who you are, and what you need. So good on you. You are a person of love. This is the card of innocence. This is the porcupine. Porcupine, it speaks of how love is. Love is kind of prickly. If you're not careful, you're going to get it. And we don't always choose right. And well, let's just say we don't always choose relationships that are easy. All the relationships we choose are there to teach us something, to help us come to a certain portion of our being, to rise above the present situation that we're in, so that we're always evolving. So that experience, I think is really one that is helping you evolve, even though it may not feel that way. Okay? And this is the bird I got for you, which was crow. And crow's one of the birds that is often on the ground. We see them all the time on the ground because they're, vultures and crows are often going on the road and picking up whatever somebody hit. I think that what I was talking about, Juan, is the past. Okay? I'm talking about the past and where you're at now due to the past. Okay? So this is you. This crow energy is now you. This is you taking your time. You did rise above it. You've managed to overcome a lot of this. And now you come back to the surface. And the surface is Mother Earth. This card represents Mother Earth to me. And so this tells me lots of nature walks would be helpful to you, paying attention to nature. And literally, if there's any things that you need to do to tighten things up for the winter, this is the card. This card always reminds me, it's the get the task done card to me. It's a reminder of whatever I have to do outside, do it. If I have to get all the rest of the harvest in, do it. This is that. The other thing you got is the dolphin card. The dolphin card. In reverse, though. So it tells me you're not listening to your instincts. You're not listening to your small group of support. That would be really important for you to, identify who your spiritual circle is. And if you don't have one, this is the time for you to start looking into who that is. Because with the dolphin energy, what we see is people who feel each other out. They don't even have to speak. They feel what the other one needs. They feel what the other one is feeling or going through. Then I also got this. This is the giveaway card. This would be you sort of giving away all the past stuff that didn't work for your highest good. Just give it away. Take some time to count your blessings, count the things that you learn. You have many achievements in your life, many. And so I'm being told to tell you to resort to reviewing them, identifying those achievements. And through that, you will find this, which is passion. And the fire, that fire that maybe went out for a little while because of the pain and heartache that you experienced, that fire is going to come back and you will be liberated from whatever difficulties you have been experiencing in the past. I'm going to say, though, that summer is going to be absolutely amazing for you. And so just do the work that you've got to do now to get to that point. Good luck, Juan.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for reading, you guys. I just love how everything ties in. And I love that you said get tasks done, get things done, be responsible, because in Vedic astrology, Saturn's mount is a crow. And he's the karmic teacher, and he's all about getting things done and forcing us to pay back our karma from previous lives. So, yep. So get busy, Juan. I hope that was helpful.
I felt like whatever relationship this was talking about was a karmic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Juan, sending you lots of love. We hope that was helpful. All right, our next question is Rachel. Good to see you, Rachel. Let me try to get you up here. Hi, I would love a reading. I have a new potential dog sitter. Okay, let me see if I can find it. And I got, can I leave Ollie with Atara, Seema, and Melanie? He's with Atara for a trial right now. Any reads on them? Thanks. Interesting that I got 3 cards. So here's the first person. Knight of Fire. So this would be for Atara. Okay, this is a passionate, adventurous, self-assured, but kind of a restless person. So she'll probably take him for lots of walks. That's kind of what I get. It's probably a fiery personality. But this also says immediate attention, time was of the essence, thinks things through carefully. So this tells me that this might be a kind of an impulsive person, but they get the job done. Okay. And they might be good in oh, okay, let's see what Tanys says.
I just picked this one, and it says impulsive right on it.
Scattered.
Scattered
why
and
it's
impulsive.
not going over. Okay, yeah, scattered, impulsive. So this is someone who is kind of all over the place, is what I got. But they can still get the job done. Okay. The second person, this would be Seema. I got Temperance. This is a very balanced person.
Yep.
Okay. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, waiting for perfect timing. So the Temperance card is a very balanced card. It represents someone who's both here and there. So she can provide him with a little bit of balance. Okay. Third card I got. Now this is the best one. This is Melanie. I got the Empress. Okay. Lavish abundance, giving birth to your dreams, nurturing yourself and others. So this is a very nurturing person. And notice that the angel here is holding a little foal. You can see that. She's holding a little, let's see. It's a baby. Yeah, it's like a little baby foal, and she's surrounded by animals. Okay, so my guess is that this might be the best person, but because the Empress is really
absolutely
taking care.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But what's most important when you are interviewing is to make sure that they're taking him out for play, because I got the 5th house of, the children and playing and artwork and creativity. It's really important that he needs time to go out and play, because that's important for his mental health, because he's going to miss you. And then I got Aries. So it's going to be someone with a lot of energy, someone that can just make decisions like on the fly, do things themselves, which is good. He is going to miss you because I know your moon is in Aries. Okay. And then the number one for him, in addition to providing him with play, is allowing him to go out and connect with nature. His walks are very important. Okay, she's out on the woods on a little path here. You might leave some crystals behind. I have some that I keep by Fox scribed for his kidney situation. But with the earth is important for him. Every time I go out for a walk with Rosie, she'll just like lay down in the grass for a minute and go, oh. And I'm like, okay, she's just grounding herself. It's just important for her to do that. Just like it's important for us to, get our bears. Okay. So yeah, they're all okay people. One's a little scattered and impulsive. The other one's pretty balanced. And this one's a nurturer. So, you've got a great combination there, but the Melanie seems to be the most, I guess, cared now. That's what the Spirit's telling me. Okay. I hope that was helpful. And I know Tanys and Tamare have more for you. Sending love, Rachel.
Yes, and I agree. And my camera's all blurry. I agree. I got very similar. So this was this is for Atara. Scattered, impulsive, insecure, dreamy, lonely. I didn't get the really negative ones on here. because the humanitarian thing kind of comes forward for me a little more. So the vanity and the negative part there, like being inconsiderate. I think the inconsiderateness comes strictly from being really dreamy and out there. Like she's just not, oh yes, he's safe. Yes. Yes, I don't get that he's not safe. She's just in her own world. Okay, so she's in her head, right? So that's, she's insecure, in her head, impulsive, jealous. So there's that, it's a bit of a the lawyers can be a little bit in their head all the time, not so much in their heart, okay? But I'm sure she is, yes, aloof would be a good term. I would say that would be a good term. I don't feel like the negative thing goes with that. Some of the other things maybe, but I don't feel the negative goes with it. The second one, I don't remember the name. Down to earth, practical, security, loyalty, commitment, realist, hardworking, stable. So those are the things there that Michelle was saying. Okay. And the third one, like we were saying, is to me the best one. Friendly, empathetic, right? Follow, giver, balance. She's intuitive, mediator. So I would definitely say the third one would be my pick for Ollie as well. And it's funny because I got this card and I was looking at it, I'm going, I have no idea what that means. And then a dog sitter would be an addition, happy addition to the family. So, and I got lots of healing as well. So I think that's Ollie's healing is coming through. So just have faith because positive things are on the horizon. Okay. Hope that's helpful.
I totally agree with Melanie being the best choice. And because we don't have a lot of time, I don't want to get right into it. But I will say that the other two have other, let's say, expectations in their own world that is distracting them from being the absolute best. And we want the best for Ollie. And I'm going to say that Melanie's the one who's going to make that happen. And in so many ways. And you'll be very satisfied with that. I do see Ollie making friends. Whoever Melanie also has around, Ollie will be making some friends there. I also see, I like Ollie. Ollie looks like a little dog. Is it a little dog? Because it looks like a little dog, and it looks like it's well, I got the fox. Oops, here we go. The fox energy sort of reminds me. It's sort of a little dog. Ollie is your star. Yes. And I'd say that he's really happy with the choices that are coming his way. And he's also very happy that you've recognized that the person he's with is not giving all that Ollie needs. Okay? Yes, he's 12 pounds. There you go. Yeah. He's a cutie pie, and he needs lots of love. He needs lots of attention. Not like a great amount of attention, but he does need to be reassured. I don't know if you know this or not, but he like literally cries for you. He mourns you. He doesn't do well without you. So it's really important that you do get someone who maybe has other pups or other dogs around so that they have a friend. So there you go.
Beautiful.
Hi guys, sorry I'm a little slow. It's just that's the day and how it's working.
It is
so
it is.
Yeah, great readings. I'm so glad that we all picked the same. That's fabulous.
Yes.
Let's see. And we hope that was helpful for you, Rachel. Oh, I'm glad that yes, Ollie is my star. He's a 12-pound Havanese. Oh, he's so cute. I love seeing photos of him on Facebook, and you give him the cutest haircuts. So let's get on to our next one. Let's see if I can scroll up here. It's going to let me.
By the way, thank you, Rachel. I did get your tips that you sent me.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so our next question is, are you seeing it?
Zhao was there at the beginning.
see.
I don't know if
Rachel
he's still
and
here.
Juan tipped. Debbie says that she tipped too, but I'm not seeing it, Debbie.
Okay.
But we will go ahead and we'll give you a read to see your tip, okay? I need some guidance on what to do for a work situation. I just applied for another job, but not sure. Sent tip, not sure if it worked the first time. So you can try to resend that. And I see Susan is with us too. Hey, you can ask a question, Susan. Just know that we're going in order unless you do plan to tip. And so yeah, let's get to Debbie's question. Okay, what guidance for a work situation? So the first main card I got for you is that your work environment is extremely important as far as your comfort levels, because I got Venus. Okay, this tells me that you have an eye for beauty. Okay, that you have a knack for systems into them more appealing, if that makes any sense. Okay, become an artisan of some kind. Because then I got Libra, and Libra's it's relationships, but it's ruled by Venus. So Venus is exalted in Libra. It's all about relationships. It's all about artistry. It's all about finding balance in your life. It's just a really overall good. It's kind of like if I see someone Venus in Libra, I'm like, are you in interior design? Are you in like what do you do for a living? Because it's usually something that's very aesthetic related. Okay, but what they're showing me is it's important for you to strike balance in the way that you feel in the workplace, if that makes any sense. Because Venus rules the Anahata, that's the heart chakra, and they're showing me that this is something that you need to nurture in the work environment. Like you can't let people silence you or mess with this part of you. Okay. Because they're telling me that might have happened in the past. Okay. But Venus in Libra tells me that you have quite a keen aesthetic, regardless of what that has to do with your current job or not. The number one thing Spirit's asking you to do is go in. I got inner knowing. Okay. This is from my Whispers of Ganesha oracle. And he is literally just meditating in a lotus pond. Just a beautiful, beautiful area. Speaking of aesthetics, meditating in a lotus pond. Okay. And I said, okay, so inner knowing is important. It's important that she meditates, that she kind of steps outside of herself and looks at this from a different perspective. But the guidance I asked for your work situation, they said concentration was the number one thing that you need to focus on. Okay, the concentration card. And they're saying that you need to utilize all the tools, resources, and skills that are available to you, because there's a lot of them. And that Spirit is going to support you with inspired ways to solve problems at work. So you can benefit by the very inventive forces that they're going to present you with if you maintain your power and work with awareness and with a lot of focus. They're telling me you need to act very consciously with understanding that applied effort will get you what you want, and that know what you are doing and why you're doing it. And they showed a person coming up to your where you work, and like you're trying to focus on something, and they're like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Blah, blah, blah. And then they just leave. And you're like, wait, what? You need to focus on what's most important to you, on a single objective or purpose that has been entrusted to you. Okay. Because I got that Venus in Libra, and usually that's a very positive energy, because, Venus is exalted in Libra. It's very aesthetic. It's very nice. But what I got was that you have a big heart and someone's taking advantage of it, if that makes any sense. Okay. You have a big heart and someone's taking. Oh, I think I'm okay. So take the time to research other avenues and possible solutions. Keep a very practical approach and work at a very steady pace. Remain as objective as possible at work, and consider how you can better interact with the people in your life, because that's that Libra energy that I got. There's an imbalance there. You can strike the balance, but this other person's not balanced. So a boundary needs to be set. And it's important to treat others the way that you would like to be treated. And that comes with also respecting yourself and your time. Because I told you, I got this image of someone literally coming up to where you were working and giving you their work. And that's not appropriate. Okay. They're saying commit to your tasks and eliminate all distractions that are going to take your attention away from what you're trying to realize, from what you're trying to do at work, and for what you're responsible for. Okay. So just concentrating on what you're working on. When it comes to this new job, I'm getting that the work environment is extremely, it needs to feel good in your heart, if that makes any sense. So rather than just sitting and through the interview and, asking a few basic questions, ask for a tour and get an energy read of the place. Okay. Because when I get that inner knowing card from the Whispers of Ganesh, that tells me, oh, this person's got some psychic gifts. They can pick up on some stuff. So that's what they showed me literally. I'm like looking in with your interview, and you're sitting there and you're asking a few questions, and they're just kind of like, and then you ask for a tour. And that's when you stood up and you were really able to get an idea of the dynamics of the office and how it works. And just kind of like when you do walk around, really pay attention to your environment and tap into those spiritual knowings, those gifts, that inner knowing, and you're going to get a really good feel for the place. Okay. But it has to feel good here. This is the center, the Anahata. That's the center that you need to focus on when you're going through. I recommend, what are they telling me? It's like green chalcedony. Green chalcedony. What's another stone that would be good, Tanys?
Green calcite.
Calcite. That's what I was thinking of. That's the one that kind of looks like green sherbet. Yeah. We'll have Tanys. There it is. Here, I'll put you up on the screen. Green calcite. That's a little big. Maybe something that fits in your pocket or your purse.
Yeah, you can get them.
Yeah.
This is my dragon's head.
Okay. One. Or if you have emerald or peridot, those are also excellent. Yeah. But yeah, that's what Spirit is telling me. I know Tanys has a lot more for you, and we're sending you lots of love. Okay, Debbie.
Awesome. Yes. So I was asking about where you are right now versus where you're going. And where you are right now, it's pretty negative is what it feels like. I got the cautious, controlling, impatient, very much like what Michelle was saying. It's a very sort of serious workplace, and it seems like it's all about the money. Like there's greed here. And what you need in a workplace is more humanitarian. Okay, so idealist, calm, generous, selfless, supportive, influential, calm. So it is a transformation that you're going through. So Pluto transformation is on here. So I would focus on that. And I think it's going to be a little bit of a search. It says Hermit Searcher on here. So I think there'll be a little bit of a job search. But I think that it will be successful. But they are encouraging you to follow your bliss. All right. So this is my 2-2 card. So it's about being who you are and being proud of who you are. And also having balance in your life, right? You've got the female, male energy there. So making sure that you're balancing both sides. And that's going to be the type of job that's going to be best for you, is one where you can balance both sides of you. Okay. But I do have that you're launching a journey, right? And you've been planting seeds. So seeds could be resumes that you're planting. Okay. And so all of those are cultivating prosperity. All right. See them starting to grow there. So it is making a difference, all of your resume writing and everything. And I do have that it's going to be a very positive outcome. So career, strength, right? It has infinity on here, achievement, financial gain, all of that stuff. It's going to require you to call on your courage, ignite your courage. But it is going to help you to feel way more free. Okay. So just hope that's helpful, but it looks like the transition in job will be a great thing for you. Okay. Sending you lots of love.
Well, again, I get to concur.
Yeah.
Whatever job it is that you're going for, I got to tell you, I got this card here about the job that you applied for. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. They're going to love you.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you're going to love them. I got the four of wands. There's amazing cards. Oops, sorry, I keep going backwards. The Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups. And also this tells me that, do you know somebody there from the past? Because it's either you're going back to an old job or an old career, or you're going to an old, or someone there you've known for a long time. All I can tell you is you are going to be received in such a good way. You're going to feel like you finally belong. Six of Wands. You're going to feel like you belong, that people are sticking up for you and working through everything with you. And so whatever journey you've been on that has delayed you from finding the right job, it's over. It's over. You've got this. It looks like wherever you were, you may have been dealing with someone, I'm going to say very moody, or wherever you are, you're dealing with someone who's very moody and very difficult. And I think that you'll be saving your reputation by leaving. So I know that you're on the right path to leave, and you'll find your absolute you'll find the right passionate place to put yourself. I feel really confident in that. Okay. There you go.
Awesome.
Oh, Debbie, and thank you so much for joining us. And if you have trouble tipping, I put my email in. It's info@astrologicaltarot.com, and I can help you through it. Okay, so we do have enough. Oh, go ahead.
I have to leave. I'm very sorry. I have a 5:30
yes.
appointment, and I have to. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. We started late because of my problems.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
well,
Love.
thank
You folks all take care and have a wonderful night. Thank you for having me here.
Well, thank you for
coming. We appreciate your energy, Tamare. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
So
everyone, you can look up Tamare White Wolf. All of her stuff is in the description. She's a phenomenal shamanic witch and native energy doula, death doula. I mean, she marries people. She's amazing. So definitely check her out. All of her stuff is in the chat. And Debbie says, thank you so much, beautiful ladies. You are so welcome, beautiful Debbie.
So welcome. Welcome.
Okay, so Vanita, it's info@astrologicaltarot.com. INFO. Okay. All right. So are you okay, Tanys, to go for a little longer? Because we do have another tipper. It's Miss Susan.
Yep. We can do the tippers and then finish.
And then we'll head out. Okay.
Yeah. You've got to see this. You've got to see this place that she's picked. I was just looking for pictures. It's
my
beautiful.
trip to the West Coast was filled and unplanned and planned visits. I did a tribute to my elders. You mentioned that I was going in order to be prepared for future work or service. My uncle in particular needed much more than just nutritional protocol. Interesting. Amazingly, I've been able to set him up with several different organizations and companies to get his house and life cleaned, repaired, organized, and ongoing home help. I last spoke to him and he was overwhelmed and reluctant to believe in, and I guess you're still typing.
The venue she spoke about up top there. We had given her a descriptor.
Oh, excellent. And it pretty much matched. Very cool. I remember the flowered headdress that you saw too, Tanys. That was really cool. Okay, Susan. All right. So I did pull some cards for you, Susan. And the first one that I got is acceptance from the Ganesha. Okay. And basically what I got when I saw this was accept things for as they are and just laugh. It's good advice for me this week because I've had like everything go wrong. So, it looks like you wrote a little bit more here. I last spoke to him. He was overwhelmed, reluctant to believe in possibilities, but grateful, albeit overwhelmed. Yeah. I haven't been able to reach him in many days and his phone isn't working. We checked with a neighbor who saw him and asked him to call. I think he's challenged with the phone, but worry about degrading health, resistance being reached. Okay. The best way for me to help him allow organization in his home and nutritional. Okay. So I'm just going to try to answer your question because you got a lot going on there, Susan. What I got is you and him and all the people involved just need to accept things as they are and kind of laugh things off as you go through this because it's going to be a lot. It's a lot of they're showing me kind of the situation that I'm cleaning up right now. It was a house of someone who was, a little scattered. They had some hoarding things. They tended to buy all the cleaning stuff, but not actually clean, And I got that this person is just kind of in a phase in their life where they do need help. They do need family. And the best way to handle like an elephant in the room is to just laugh. That's what they're showing me. Just laugh and go, oh, there's an elephant in the room, and just deal with it one little step at a time. Okay. I know you do have that ability, because what the main card that I pulled for this situation and what you're doing for him is you're empowering him. Okay. You are, and you're relying on your inner strength to ensure that not only your own dreams are realized, that you're helping him realize his, because there's a lack of balance in his life, like you mentioned. You're being asked to sense your personal power, especially during this Jupiter Mahadasha that you're in. And when you tap into this, you're confident, you're responsible, you're reliable, and you're helping him be this way too, just by being you around him. Okay. The energy of this card, it's so optimistic, Susan, and you're one of the most optimistic, positive people that I know. So it's not a surprise that I pulled this particular card representing the Manipura chakra. It's the yellow chakra, third chakra. Right here, solar plexus. It's associated with the core of your being. You know this, your power center. It's associated with your self-esteem, your willpower, your self-discipline, and that big, beautiful, bright personality that you have. And this is kind of how you're helping heal him. Okay, because yellow is an extremely healing color. And through this trip, Spirit is showing you a very important purpose for you in this lifetime, because you're awakening to your personal power with the memory of yourself as a soul. And your healing will be complete when you see the light of your soul and know that that light is truly just who you are. Okay. So thank you for helping him step into his own personal power. It's helping him get in the right direction and where he needs to go. You're helping him balance this solar plexus area. You're empowering him with a better, healthier level of self-esteem. You have so much respect for yourself and others that it's just going to rub off. So that's fabulous. He's going to be a lot more confident with his talents moving forward, because he's around people that love and support him. And they're telling me that you just need to be direct with him and he'll take it pretty well. Just be direct, laugh, enjoy the process. And if you're asking about a particular decision when it comes to this situation, all indications are is the time is to act now, which you probably already know, because I know you're super intuitive. Now, what's interesting was I then pulled Aquarius. So from the karma cards, this tells me that some innovation is needed. Okay. This person might they need some help with tech is what I'm getting, because Aquarian, like I've got an Aquarian moon. I look at tech and it's just, for some reason, understand it. Not everybody's like that. I had to learn that. Some people, they struggle with the more technical aspects of life, and we're becoming more and more and more so. So this is the main area he's going to need a lot of help in, is the innovation approach. Okay. Because the main energy I got is this guy's a homebody. Okay. I enjoy a secure base I have made for myself and my loved ones. Now, it's important to have a secure base. Like, this is what Monte's been telling us to do the whole time. But what I got was that the lack of balance in the home carried into other areas of his life, including his health. Okay. So you're helping him, put together a home base, but he does need to get out of the house a little more, is what they're telling me. Okay. And he could still be a homebody. He can still do those things, but he needs things in place, especially technology wise, that can help him reach the outer world. If that makes any sense. Let's see what you've written. Great. Empowering him. That's what I want. Sweet words. Thanks for the positivity. You are so welcome. Be direct and lighthearted. Thank you. Yes. Let's see. Great. We got him a Chrome and he couldn't figure out how to plug it in. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh,
he needs some help there.
Yep.
And socialization from the helpers has already been remarkable. Yeah. So stepping in and helping him help himself has been very, very great. But know that you're working with the homebody. And so setting out goals with that in mind, like these are the things that you need to do throughout the day to maintain a balanced lifestyle. And whether that's reminding him to do laundry, or make a little something for himself that's not out of a microwave, or, those little things that go a long way to self-care. Okay. Oh, all right. God bless you, Susan. I know
Awesome.
Tanys has a lot more.
And of course, we can't make this stuff up. So
No.
it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Okay. So you sort of having this take charge kind of thing is appropriate. Okay. You're just dwelling in your truth, and you're helping to clear some of these clouds. Okay. Because the clouds would be like the confusion around for him around what to do, the overwhelm. All right. And it has required that you look at both sides. So mending bridges. I heal rifts. I'm a mender. So this one is also about seeing both sides of something. So you've had to see his side. And you've been very good at that, at looking at both sides. So you have become a bridge for him in getting him the assistance that he needs so that he can feel empowered. That also helps him to be in flow. Okay, so when you're in flow, things flow easier, right? He's not going against the current, he's going with it. And so it's going to make things much easier for him. It's going to help him to ignite his own courage and jump over those hurdles that he needs to jump over. Okay, it's also going to help both of you to emerge into grace, because really when we help each other, we get something out of it anyway, right? Because it just feels good to help others. And so that's kind of about you moving into your own grace, as well as him being able to move into grace in flow while he's in flow. Okay. And really it's going to help both of you to fly free, right? The more empowered he can be, it means he's flying freer, because he is not encumbered by some of these things that may have been a thing. And it's funny that Michelle brought up timing for something and whether it's good. And absolutely, because I got, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. And I have a feeling whatever this venture is could be quite profitable, because I did get the abundance card as well. And it says, I'm the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. So have faith. Okay. So if there is something that you're trying to make a decision about, now is time to take action and work through that, because I do think it has a positive outcome. So whether that's I feel like that's more about you, and the other ones were more about the joint journey. So I feel like the new venture is something that you are hoping to do. Okay. I can see doing this for others with mixing. Yes. So that would be a positive outcome, I would say. Okay. So good luck with that. That's awesome.
Okay, Susan, and we're sending you lots of love. Thank you for sharing your energy with us today. And we wish you all the best in this new chapter and in helping this person move forward. God bless you for that, honey. That's amazing. Okay, so we have one more tipper, and it's Vanita. And Vanita would like a general reading. Okay, right. Vanita. All right. So I said, what is the number one thing that Vanita needs to know? And I went to my Whispers of Ganesh, and this flew out. Fulfillment. You need to know that no matter what you want to do or become, you will achieve it with more knowledge. Okay. So you see Ganesha here is reading a scroll. And the scroll is a symbol of the importance of education and the pursuit of knowledge. So this might mean that there's going to be a period of increased study for you, and maybe some learning, some classes that you're going to end up taking. Okay. You may find that you want to inquire about a field of study that has been widely explored, and then choose to go to an experienced teacher to learn even more, to get more specific information. So look for someone to consult for more information. This could be a counselor, an author, a psychotherapist, or a spiritual advisor. We have our own academy that you're welcome to contact us for. We have lots of teachers and classes and curriculums. But what they're saying is you are going to discover new skills from this very helpful teacher, and that they have the wisdom to provide excellent guidance and advice to you. Okay. Keep in mind that there's also a wealth of information at your fingertips in books, because they're showing me a photo of like a vision of you reading. Okay. Everything you read is going to fill your head with new information, and you never know when it might have a practical use. Okay. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you are going to be to tackle the challenges that are lying ahead of you, is what they're saying. So, they're also saying that knowledge can never be taken from you. So that's something that you can carry. So no matter what you're longing to do, who you're longing to become, you will benefit from gaining more knowledge. So approach this upcoming year, they're saying, with great curiosity and an open mind. Okay. And I said, what is she going to be learning about? I got Aquarius. Okay, Vanita. I'm like, what is Vanita going to be learning about? Aquarius is like outside the box thinking. Now I've got a moon in Aquarius. I'm a Vedic astrologer. So it's kind of a technical bent on spirituality, if that makes any sense. So whatever you're going to be learning, it's going to be innovate. It's okay. What they're saying is you're going to take some ancient knowledge and bring it into the 21st century, if that makes any sense.
You can't make this stuff up.
Oh, okay. Wisdom, ancient wisdom. Okay, got it. So that's what they're pushing you for, which is really interesting. So I did say, what is holding her back? What's kind of a block that's in the way? You need to release some stuff. Now you're at the end of a phase or a situation. So there's a lot of spiritual transformation that you went through, and it's now time to move on. Now, this is the death card in the tarot. Okay. That does not mean that you're going to die. It just means that you're dying to a past part of yourself to make room for a new you, a new shiny you. Okay. So you need to release some things from your past that are getting in the way of this beautiful new future that they're showing me. Okay. And I said, what's the best self-care thing that Vanita can do? I don't know if you've got one of these in your house. I know I don't, but if you do, take advantage of it. Soak in the bath. Okay. We've got some candles there. We got some crystals, the essential oils and flowers. Like, go to the nines with this bath. Turn it into your own little oasis. And I'm sure that Tanys can probably provide you with some crystals that you can incorporate into the tub, and maybe some essences. What they're showing me is something that interesting. What is that? Is it eucalyptus? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's like they're showing me like a plant, and it's hanging from your shower, and it smells like eucalyptus when I smell it. And they said this will help you clear your mind, if that makes any sense. Okay. And there might be some more in there too, like lavender and things like that Tanys can recommend, because I know that's in season right now. But yeah, that's the main energy I got for you, Vanita. Thank you so much for tipping, and I'm sending you lots of love on your new chapter. That's exciting.
That's awesome. Yeah. So yes, I was getting lavender. And when you said eucalyptus, yes, that goes with it too. So the eucalyptus is going to I feel like it's going to help you clear the sinuses. You've had like a little bit of congestion stuff. So the eucalyptus is going to help you with that. And lavender will be helpful as well. So you can, if you're going to use it in, you can make up a little, like a sachet, like in a bag, and put that right in. If you do that, you can also add in, I'm getting straight old amethyst for you. Add that in with your lavender in that little sachet, and put that right in the bath and let it steep, right? Kind of like you're making tea for yourself to be in. If you're going to use essential oils, please make sure that you dilute them in castile oil first. Okay, because you don't want them sitting on the top. It is an oil, and it can just sit on the top of the bath. And then you're actually getting straight oil on your skin, which can actually irritate your skin. So make sure that you're mixing it, and you don't need a lot, right? A little bit goes a long way for that. So amethyst and aventurine is the other one I'm thinking that's very heart-based. So that's what's coming to mind. And I got the Cherish Yourself card too. So all about the same stuff, right? Do that bath, or smell the oils, or play with the crystals. Do something to cherish self. Do something artistic, because I got the artist card. So do something creative, and I think that what you're stepping into is going to be something that's somewhat creative. But first, you need to step into stillness and tap into your intuition. The moon is always about intuition for me. So you're stepping into stillness to listen, because you are going to be having a fresh start, and you want to make sure you're listening to your guides about what that is. And I got the school card. So all about learning. Okay. So it is spiritual knowledge. Yep. Okay. So we do, Michelle was mentioning our school. So Twillow Lifestyle Academy. There's 10 of us that teach, and we teach all sorts of different topics. So you may want to check that out. because it definitely feels like there's some classes there for you to take a look at. We also have a membership site, so that's the membership site there. And you need to know that you are safe and protected on this new journey. Okay, so you're going to be just fine because you are manifesting your dreams. And I feel like it's like when I pick this, it's like, so it's like fast. You're like manifesting your dreams very quickly because you're really coming into your power. Okay, you see the light coming down there? You're really coming into your power and awakening that ancient wisdom. So I'm not surprised when you say it's spiritual wisdom or spiritual knowledge that you're doing. Yeah, definitely. So I'm seeing you almost like you were like a wizard or something in one of your past lives, and you're really bringing that forward. Okay, that knowledge is coming forward for you, and you're just going to exceed your expectations. See you standing in your power there with all that growth on the sides. So you're really stepping into this huge, well, it's the ascension, really. I mean, you're really stepping in, soaring into joy, right? So you're stepping into that and stepping into joy, and you're going to manifest your heart's desires. The angels are there to help you with that. So, it looks great, Vanita. I'm really excited for you. I think that you're going to be on a wonderful journey in the next little while. So sending you lots of love.
Oh, yes, Vanita. And she said, yes, I do read. And he or she, I'm sorry if I got that wrong, Vanita. It is spiritual knowledge. Thank you, ladies. I've been told people feel the spirit protection around me. Yes, definitely. And that's just confirmation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel there's quite a light around you, Vanita, as well. So it's not just protection. Like there's a lot of light there. So you've got you've got a strong spiritual guidance team. So I don't know if you tap into that, but if you don't, please do, because it's really strong. They're there to help you manifest this new beginning. Okay.
Fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Susan, let's pull her up really quick here. She says, thank you all so much. Y'all are awesome. You are so welcome.
So welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
awesome. And she says, so great. I can see doing this for others and mixing it with feng shui. Oh, very cool. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
Especially for the homebodies that have struggle with tech.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, a big hello to some of our new people too. We've got some new people on here.
Helene and Helen, sorry.
Yeah.
And then Ravi Kumari is here.
Yeah. And we've got Susan.
Aram. Good to see
Aram
you,
is here. Yeah. Hi, Susan.
And we've got quite a few joining us today. Good to see you, Rachel. Good to see you, Serenity. Traveen Sims, good to see you. Lots of different people here. Ashleen Singh, good to see you. Yeah, so it has been an hour. We did get to all of our tippers. So we are going to go ahead and sign off. But please know, guys, we're here every week, same time. If my computer's working. It's this time every week, 4 p.m. We usually go for an hour. We went a little over today just because I couldn't get anything working.
No worries.
But, yeah, but please join us next week. It's at 4 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Central, and 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or I should be daylight time still. So I think it's standard time next time we meet. I'm not sure. No, wait, that's not till November. Okay, so daylight time. So definitely visit us. We'll be here. And
who do we have next time?
Do we have Jen?
I think it's Jen. Yeah.
Yeah, we have Jen. And then after Jen, we have Ramsey. And then I haven't booked anyone for the 25th, but I was thinking we'd do like a really fun Halloween show.
Cool.
I could do like a background and we could do Halloween stuff. And
that'll be fun.
I got ghost stories too. We can tell ghost stories.
Awesome. Yeah, it's New Year. So it's a great time for us witches out there because that's our New Year. So
it is.
We can look at the new year ahead. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely come next week. We're going to have Jen on. She's a psychotherapist. Is that her? Intuitive counselor, like licensed, you guys, in Canada. Yeah, fabulous. Yeah. Fabulous human being. We absolutely love her. Oh, and speaking of Jacqueline, thank you for joining us too. It's so good to see you. She's another teacher at the Academy. So I'll go ahead and sign off. My name is Michelle Marie. I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot, and you can find me at astrologicaltarot.com. I am both a Vedic and Western astrologer, as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. Hit me up.
And I'm Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And you can find us at twillowlifestyle.ca. And thank you so much for sharing all of your energy with us and your patience, and wishing you all a beautiful week ahead.
Definitely. Sending you all love.
Lots of
Take
love,
care.
everyone.